This is a new episode of Ask Alli, and today we have a supremely special guest. Who? My mama! My madre is here, and today we are going to show you how to make an at-home, do-it-yourself, no-sew tutu. It's a tutorial.
A tutorial!
Alright! So here's what you're going to need to get started. Tulle, ribbon, and it's going to be any color that you want, scissors, or like a mat and a little roller, and measuring tape. We discovered that roughly every inch that you measure for your waistline or hip, wherever you want to wear it, you're going to need about 4 yards of tulle per inch of your waistline. And so keep that in mind when going out to purchase your tulle. And the easiest thing that you can do is buy spools of tulle, and as you can see, this is about 6 inches wide, and we cut them to length. If you can find tulle on a spool, it's going to be very easy for you. You should look for something that's 6 inches wide.
We cut 24-inch strips.
Right, exactly. That's our next point.
Our skirt's going to be 12 inches.
So however long you want your tutu to lay, the next step that you do after you purchase your tulle is to decide how long you want your actual tutu to lay. It can be as long as you want. We did it 12 inches, so you're going to, like my mom said, double that because you're going to end up folding it in half. So that's how wide your tutu is going to be. Go ahead and start cutting. So measure out and cut. We did all the painstaking work ahead of time because God, it was boring. It took us forever. So we cut up all of our tulle. I think we used 100 yards. We cut it all up into these 24-inch strips, roughly. They don't have to be perfect because the edges of your tutu, you can trim them later or leave them. It's kind of cute when they're rough. Let's say you're doing it for your little girl and her waistline is 20 inches. You're going to want to add 48 inches to that in order to have enough left over to tie a really pretty bow. So you're going to need to cut 68 inches of ribbon. So the next step that you're going to do is you're going to take your ribbon after you've trimmed it to length, and you're going to fold it in half, and this is a task since mine is 8 million miles long. So you fold it in half, like so, and you measure out half of your waistline from there, and you're going to make a knot, and that's going to be the guide for where you're going to start filling in with your tutu, with your tulle.
My waist, or where I'm going to wear it, is 32 inches, so I'm going to measure 16 inches from the fold right here, and this is where I'm going to tie a knot.
On both ends, right?
On both sides.
Here are 2 knots that we've tied, and in between is the length of our waistline. So we're going to stretch it out, and it doesn't matter what end you start on. You just want to have a knot somewhere visible, either one. And we're going to be working with 2 pieces of tulle. So you're going to want to take 2 pieces from your pile, and you're going to want to roughly line up the edges, and then pinch them right in the middle and fold them over your index finger is probably the easiest, so that you have this little space. Take that and loop it underneath your ribbon, so you have a space like that, if you can see that. And then you're going to reach through and pinch your 2 loose ends of tulle and slide them through. And then you're going to pull this taut and pull that tulle really tight on there. And then slide it down to your knot, and that's one. And you just keep working down the line until you reach the other knot. Here's another really good suggestion if you guys are having some trouble. Tie the length of ribbon around your legs and just work the same way with the tulle. And that way you'll just have the ribbon, it'll stay taut for you while you work. And that might be a little bit easier if you guys are having some trouble with your ribbon bunching up while you're tying your knots. And then you just keep working, tie them really tight, and then just slide them down, and you just keep going until you're done. We are beyond flipping excited, as you can tell, with our new tutus. So we hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I'm going to link the woman who we got the idea from in the description below, because she explains it really well. It's all in writing, and she has photos. So if you didn't understand what I was saying, you can definitely go and check it out on her blog. You can do this with friends, family. If you have children, you can do it for them. It is so great. I just think that this was really fun, and the payoff is excellent. Look at this thing. This is a master tutu. I'm so excited.
And it didn't take that long.
Not really.
Total maybe 3 hours.
Maybe 3 hours, yeah, because the cutting took a really long time.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks again to my very special guest, my madre, for being here with us and for making tutus with me. Alright everybody, be sure to let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to review anything else here on Ask Alli. I'm here to answer any and all of your questions about fashion, beauty, cooking, anything you want to know, hair, we'll talk about it. And if you guys decide to make these tutus, please tweet me all of the photos, because I really would love to see how they come out for you guys. Thanks for watching, be sure to subscribe. Thanks Mom! Yay! Tutus.